Okay, taking up question number 8 now, that given a non-empty set X, then you have to consider its power set, which is, you know what power set is. It is a collection of all the subset of X. Okay, and then they are saying on this, we have defined a relation R on Px such that if A and B are belonging to Px, okay, A and B will be subsets of this given set X, and the relation is defined as A should be subset of B. A relation B means A is a subset, proper subset of B. Then they are asking you that is this an equivalence relation, and you have to tell why, yes or no. Okay, so equivalence के लिए first आता है हमारा reflexive nature. Okay, reflexive nature means A should be related with A for every A belonging to this. Okay, so we'll say let A be an arbitrary element of Px, then A relation A would mean A is a subset of A, and every set we know is a subset of, sorry, A is a, yes, A is a subset of A, and we know that every set is a subset of itself. Since we know that every set is a subset of itself, we would say yes, A is related to A. I've written here, A is in relation with A for every A belonging to this power set of X, because we know that A is a subset of A. Every set is a subset of itself. So this relation is reflexive. Then coming to second nature, that is subset. So if A is related to B, that would mean A is a subset of B. Okay, but if A is a subset of B, then B will not be subset of A. B उसका superset कहलाता है. B बड़ा set होगा. तो B A में contained नहीं है, A B में contained है. We know that. That is very clear. Okay, you understand the concept of subset. So for every A being a proper subset of B, B cannot be proper subset of A. That means B is not related to A. Hence, this is not a symmetric relation. Transitive आपको check करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है, because the question was, is it an equivalence relation? तो इनमें से अगर एक भी नीचे, अगर ये reflexive नहीं आता, आपका काम वहीं पे रुक जाता. Okay, it came out to be reflexive, so we proceeded to check symmetry, but it is coming not symmetric, so it is not an equivalence relation. Okay, so likh loge na, this one you can write on your own. Now ninth one is out here saying that given a non-empty set X, consider a binary operation from power set of X to cross power set of X to power set of X. Okay, तो Cartesian products में से हमने pick up करना है, and the relation is given as A star B will be A intersection B for every A and B belonging to this. Okay, तो क्या relation की बात कर रहे हैं अभी हम? इनके इंटरसेक्शन की बात करें. जैसे यहाँ हमने क्या रिलेशन ली थी प्रीवियस वाले में, सबसेट, बीइंग अ सबसेट. हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ द टू सेट्स. Okay, then what are they asking us to do here is show that X is the identity element of this operation and X is the only invertible element in this Px with respect to operation. So that is also obvious, but I think one child had asked me that she's not understanding how to write it, so I've put it in writing, although I think maybe you all can write this solution on your own. Okay, but still you can see, we know that A intersection X will give you A. ओके, उसने बोला था आप प्रूव करो कि X इसका आइडेंटिटी एलिमेंट होगा. तो X का हम किसी भी सेट A के साथ अगर इंटरसेक्शन लेंगे तो वी विल गेट, बिकॉज X इज द बिगेस्ट सेट आउट हियर, माइंड यू. ओके, X हमारा यहाँ पे यूनिवर्सल सेट है, दैट्स अ बिगेस्ट सेट जिसके साथ सेट सारे A B C D जो भी. इफ वी आर सेइंग A बिलोंग्स टू Px, दैट मीन्स A इज अ सबसेट ऑफ X. So if A is a subset of X, then A intersection X is A. Set theory clear है, तो this is not going to be any problem for you. Okay, then likewise X का intersection with A will also give you A. So this is the definition of identity. Whenever किसी कोई एक ऐसा एलिमेंट है जिसका रिलेशन में किसी और एलिमेंट, हर एलिमेंट के साथ it gives you that very element. That is how we had defined identity. Okay, so if you write it this way and show me that A intersection X is equal to X intersection A is equal to A itself for every A belonging to Px, which will happen because X is the largest set, right? And intersection में हमारा छोटा set आता है. So X, hence we have proved. तो इसको मैंने just form में भी लिख दिया है that A is related with X and X is related with A to give you back A itself. Therefore, X should be the identity element. Okay. Further उसने कुछ inverse की बात करी थी. नाउ इनवर्स क्या होता है? इनवर्स ऑफ एनी एलिमेंट इज द एलिमेंट जो हमको फिर आइडेंटिटी एलिमेंट देता है. ओके, दैट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ इनवर्स. सो let A be any element of Px, then this will be invertible if there exists some other element B such that A star B, A's relation with B is such that you get the identity element. Identity हम already ऊपर prove कर चुके हैं, X है. So if A star B is equal to B star A is giving you X, the identity element, then we conclude that B should be the inverse. Okay, so now you have to think कि अगर हम A का intersection कर रहे हैं इस B के साथ या B का intersection कर रहे हैं A के साथ, तो मुझे X लाना है, तो ये B क्या होना चाहिए या A क्या होना चाहिए? When can we get A intersection B as X? Now X is the biggest set, mind you. Okay, so अगर ये biggest set है और intersection में हम common चीजें लेते हैं, तो we can get X here only under the condition that A and B both are X. Okay, so it will be X intersection X is equal to X. Only that is possible. और किसी भी set के साथ आप intersection लो, किसी भी set का आपको X नहीं मिलेगा apart from X. So what do you conclude from here? That only X is invertible and inverse of X will be X itself. Okay, I have written which is only possible when A and B both are X each. Therefore, X is the only invertible element and the inverse of X will be X itself. Clear? Okay, then now 10th question out here is saying, children, find the number of all onto functions from the given set having entries 1, 2, 3, 4, n entries to itself. For this question, children, I would suggest ये अगर आएगा तो 1 mark का आएगा hardly. इसको आप learn कर लो that these number of relations are factorial n, क्योंकि इसका explanation इतना खिचपिच है. The more I explain you, the more you'll get confused. उसमें on to 1 nature की relation, bijection की पता नहीं क्या क्या समझनी पड़ती है. So which most of the times children get confused, more confused. So I suggest कि इसको आपको हमने इसमें कुछ written working presentation दिखाना नहीं है. So straight away 1 mark में आएगा hardly. So you can understand कि on to yes, number of on to relation. I hope on to relation का definition is clear. On to means हमारा कोई भी range में element बाकी बचना नहीं चाहिए, सबकी mapping हो जानी है. Okay, तो सबकी mapping factorial n ढंग से हो सकती है. Every element has to be mapped and with 1. Okay, it has to be, this has to be a bijective basically. कुछ मत समझो, आप just learn it as factorial n. Okay, number of cases would be factorial n because that is really headache. Okay, then next one, 11th also I think I can explain orally. Let S, A, B, C and T be 1, 2, 3, and then we are talking about we have to find F inverse for the function defined in F and T, which, okay, these two functions are defined. ओके, एस ये सेट गिवन है, टी ये सेट गिवन है, एक फंक्शन उसने यहाँ पे बना के दिया है, आपको एस से डिफाइन किया है एंड आपको इसका इनवर्स निकालना है. दैट इज व्हाट दे आर सेइंग. ओके, सो इफ आई लुक एट द फर्स्ट एग्जांपल, ये मेरी डोमेन थी. ओके, द मैपिंग इज फ्रॉम एस टू टी. सो मेरे डोमेन के मेंबर्स हैं ए बी सी. ऑल 3 मेंबर्स ऑफ डोमेन हैव कम एंड को डोमेन के मेंबर्स थे 1, 2, 3. वो भी सब आ गए एंड एक एक बार आ रहे हैं. ओके, सो अगर आप इसको मैप फॉर्म में दिखाना चाहो, देयर आर सो मेनी वेज. यू कैन राइट इट एज इमेज ऑफ एफ ए इज इक्वल टू 3, एफ बी इज इक्वल टू 2, एफ सी इज इक्वल टू 1, ऐसे लिख सकते हो. या आप मैप दिखा दो सेट फॉर्मेशन से, ए बी सी मैप्ड विद 1, 2, 3. सो क्लियरली ये 1, 1 ऑन टू फंक्शन आपको दिख जाएगा. आई होप यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड एंड सी दैट दिस इज अ 1, 1 ऑन टू function. So it will be, so we will say it is 1, 1 on 2, hence its inverse exists and the inverse will be. तो inverse क्या हो जाता है? Inverse में इसका pre-image becomes the image becomes the pre-image. So we would say F inverse is, mapping भी बताओगे इसमें, F inverse will be mapped from T 1, 2, 3 to S A, B, C such that F inverse is equal to, ये ordered pair में था तो आप आंसर भी ordered pair में दो straight away. 3, A, 2, B, 1, C. Okay, तो इनवर्स निकालना इज नॉट अ डिफिकल्टी आउट हियर, बट येस आप उसको ब्लाइंडली नहीं कहोगे कि ये इनवर्स है. आप पहले उसको शो करोगे, प्रूव करोगे कि इट इज अ बाइजेक्टिव 1, 1 ऑन टू फंक्शन है, इसलिए इनवर्स एग्जिस्ट करता है, तो ये इनवर्स है. ओके. That is it. Now second function they had given you out here is a comma 2, b comma 1, c comma 1. So as soon as you see this 1 1, so ये आपकी many one mapping हो गई. See, b is mapped with 1, c is also mapped with 1. So this is not a bijective, तो इसका inverse exist नहीं करता है, तो हम निकालें क्या? Got it? Okay.